Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, was been inactive. I've been really inactive over the last 3 to 4 days on YouTube, so I apologize for that. But there were some things that did happen that I had made videos about, so we're gonna kind of play catch up here on True School Sports. So this will be a kind of a 3-part video. So hope you guys enjoy the vid. All right, so this past Friday, Golden Whip Promotions had a card, and it was a card that I was actually interested in. Like, I didn't have a chance to watch all of it. I got a chance to watch one of the undercard fights with one of Derek Santos' fighters, whose name I can't remember right now. But I didn't get a chance to. I did not get a chance to watch the main event, which is actually what I wanted to watch, because Francisco Vargas, okay, yes, that Francisco Vargas was taking on Rod Salka in the main event. Vargas did what we would expect Francisco Vargas to do to the caliber opponent of a Rod Salka, but and he stopped him in the 6th round. But that wasn't what stole the fight. That wasn't what stole the headlines. That wasn't what drew the attention. Now, for those of you who may remember, I made a video back in 2016 about Rod Salka running for the House of Representatives in Pennsylvania. So Rod Salka obviously has political experience. Rod Salka has been in the political realm, so he should understand, like, okay, the political climate of this country, right? And he should also probably understand that, it's not the smartest idea to go in the ring with a pair of trunks, boxing trunks on that say America first, which I don't have a problem with. I think America should be first if you live here and whatnot. But that really wasn't the issue of his trunks that caused concern. It was the fact that he had a wall on his trunks, and that's obviously alluding to the wall that President Donald Trump said he will build. So I really don't have much of an opinion when it comes to that, honestly. And it really doesn't matter what my opinion is, to be quite honest. I thought, regardless of where you fall on that issue in the political realm, whether you're for the wall or not for the wall, that's irrelevant to the point. I thought it was just really stupid for Rod Salka to give a guy who's already a better fighter than him that much extra motivation. And now you got, like, Danny Garcia, who obviously, if you remember, Danny Garcia caught a lot of flack for cherry-picking the hell Rod Salka and knocking his ass out in the 2nd round. But now it's funny because a lot of people aren't even mad at Danny Garcia about that. Now a lot of people are happy about that, so it's just funny how that works. And Danny Garcia actually did post about that on his Instagram account. And, so Rod Salka, all of a sudden, in a snap of a finger, from one day to the next, he has now become probably one of the most hated men in all of boxing. So, I don't think it's bad to express your political views. I just think it was bad in the manner in which he did it, knowing that, like, in advance that you were going to fight a Mexican fighter, to put something on your trunks that stirs up so much controversy and emotion with Mexican people, with the Mexican people in this country. I just think he lost a lot of fans. He lost a lot of people who liked him in the first place anyway, following the Danny Garcia fight. And he got his ass whooped as a byproduct of that, even more so. And Vargas actually did say that the trunks did motivate him. So you gave them more motivation to beat you. The fight wasn't the best fight in the world, honestly. Salka was getting beat down one-sided. To his credit, he did hang in there, and it was a good toe-to-toe battle. But Rod Salka, not the smartest moves for him. And it looks like with that, that was probably his last big opportunity to do anything in boxing at the top level. And he lost. So, we wish the best for Rod Salka moving forward. But I thought it was kind of like out of a movie script, but it was really stupid on his part to give Francisco Vargas that kind of motivation. And a lot of fans poured with outrage. Salka has since then deleted all social media accounts, so you can't even find him on social media. So it's clear to see that he couldn't handle the heat that he got from wearing those trunks against a fellow Mexican fighter. So that's what it is there. In other news, the Gypsy King, my main man Tyson Fury, he is back, and he is better than ever, and he is going to save the heavyweight division, as it was announced recently that Tyson Fury, by Frank Warren, that Tyson Fury will be returning to the ring on June 9th. Now, from what I've gathered so far, I really haven't heard of any opponent yet. But I think it's just good that we're going to have a Tyson Fury fight soon. I want to see him get back into this heavyweight division. because the division is a hell of a lot better with him than without him. And truth be told, if he can get in shape and he's really serious about this comeback, I'm going to be behind him 100% because I enjoy watching him fight more than everybody. I think there's just skills at that size and the personality he brings to the heavyweight division and boxing at large is the kind of personality that you'd want to have in the lineal heavyweight champion of the world, which he still is, by the way. I don't care what Ring Magazine says. He's still my lineal heavyweight champion. Tyson Fury has a long way to go, but you gotta at least applaud the man for getting back in the ring, you know, overcoming all of his issues with the drug addiction and all the mental demons he's probably had to deal with, all the spiritual demons he's had to deal with. You know, it really shows that he is more than a loud mouth and a great boxer. He is a true fighter in every sense of the word. And, you know, as for his June 9th fight, so I wouldn't expect anybody too good, but we're looking forward to seeing the Gypsy Warrior get back in the ring and take some steps towards getting back into heavyweight title contention and just making boxing better for the fans. So I wish him the best of luck moving forward. And of course, to close out the video, I wanted to say this: Adrien freaking Broner. Adrien the Problem Broner. Obviously, he's fighting this week, so we're going to have a lot to say about that in the coming days on True School Sports, so stay tuned for that. But Adrien Broner, what a freaking joke. What a joke. And when I say joke, I mean capitalize all 4 letters of the word joke and joke of the highest order, because that's what he has ultimately become. He's been a joke for a while, but now he's a joke of the highest order. Adrien Broner posted a picture with Charlemagne the God, you know, the very famous radio personality from the Breakfast Club at Power 105.1 in New York. Posted a picture of him, and you know, Billboard charting rapper Tekashi 69 called him a clown. I think he put a clown emoji or something like that. And Adrien Broner responds with a video saying, you know, he's gonna pull up and do all this stuff, and you know, now it's evolved into something else because Tekashi 69 has responded and basically, you know, he's betting $300,000 that Adrien Broner is going to get his ass knocked out by Jesse Vargas. And, you know, I just find it funny because Adrien Broner is someone that obviously can't beat no top-level boxers. I mean, and even like, okay, even a lot of the wins he does have, you know, we look at Francisco Quintero, Adrian Granados, Paulie Malignaggi, guys like that. You know, those are fights that were very questionable decisions, and they're all up and down his resume. So you can't beat any top-level fighters, so you want to fight rappers. Shame on you, Adrien Broner. Shame on you. I think, I mean, I'm joking, obviously, but I think it's a very telling sign, right? And I want you guys, especially you Broner fanboys, to listen up. But I think it's a very telling sign when you got a guy, Adrien Broner, who's always had an issue being focused, who's always had an issue being disciplined, who's always, pretty much since he bursted onto the scene a couple years back, been caught up in the limelight, in the lifestyle of being a famous boxer. He's always been someone that lacked a lot of things. He had the talent, he had the skills to be good. I notice how I didn't say great. Notice how I didn't say undisputed champion. Notice how I didn't say Hall of Fame. He had the talent to be a good fighter. And yes, I said it, a good fighter, because the only reason I don't want to discredit the man's career, but let's call a spade a spade. Most of them titles he won were vacant titles, and the only reason he even got to where he's at in boxing because the promoters babied him, the promoters coddled him, and he got to fight for a bunch of vacant titles against overmatched opposition that really shouldn't have been title fights in the first place. So with that being said, man, it's a telling sign that before the biggest fight of your career, you know, the whole training camp, it seemed like you were having a good training camp. You had switched trainers. You had been in West Palm Beach training and all that stuff with Kevin Cunningham and whatnot. And literally a couple of days before the fight week for your biggest fight of your career, you're beefing not with other fighters, not with sparring partners, not even with people in the realms of boxing. You're beefing with Tekashi 69. You're beefing with a guy with rainbow teeth, rainbow hair, and the number 69 tattooed all over him. Are you serious? Are you serious? And you want boxing fans, you want boxing media to take you seriously, to think that you're gonna be this special fighter. You know, that in my opinion, that ship has sailed. It's long sailed. You were never going to be a special fighter because you didn't have it here. You didn't have it here, and you sure as hell didn't have it here. So you're beefing with rappers before the biggest fight of your career. Now there is a lot of speculation as to whether or not it's hype or not. You know, I did watch a DJ Academics video where he said that Tekashi 6ix9ine might actually walk Adrien Broner out to the ring. So, you know, be on the lookout for that. But I'm just saying, man, regardless of the fact, to be involved in these kind of shenanigans before such a big fight, it just shows that Adrien Broner is still the same. And like I've always said, once you bake a cake, it's a damn cake. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is who he is, and he's not changing for nobody. For better or for worse, he's not changing. So he's going to have a tough fight on his hands with Jesse Vargas. I look forward to seeing how he handles being in a fight with a good fighter like Jesse Vargas, who's been in tough fights, who's been a former world champion. In my opinion, has beaten better fighters than Adrien Broner. So we'll see how it all goes down come Saturday night in Brooklyn. And I look forward to seeing what Adrien Broner brings to the table. So that's just my couple thoughts on some things that I missed. And let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single video, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just kidding from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.